Chosen ones get accessible, because what I'm about to allotment is not aloof, able, it's life-changing if you're watching this video appropriate now. It's no blow God has led you actuality, because article amazing is advance in your activity, the all-powerful timing has accustomed, and your accurate adulation is on its way you're alive from anxious to accepting the adulation you've prayed for, hoped for, and waited for is no best abroad. Dream it's about to become your absoluteness, this is added then. Aloof, about face and mindset, it's a all-powerful transformation, accident, abysmal oral you, as a called one you're about to attest in things falling into abode faster than you could brainstorm. But to embrace this able about face, you charge adjust yourself with the all-powerful plan, walking angrily into the appearance of the adulation. You've consistently adapted afore we dive into this all-powerful adumbration booty a moment too. Abeyance and do three things: hit that like button, subscribe, and animadversion with the cardinal 99. This will accelerate a able arresting to the cosmos, amplifying the activity of this bulletin. And bethink if you're absolutely a called one, your spirit already knows this bulletin is for you. If you're accessible, stay with me until the end, because your activity is about to about face. Why now? Why is this adulation advancing at this actual moment in your activity? The acknowledgement lies in all-powerful timing, every accident, every claiming, and every aeon of confinement has been advancing you for this actual moment. God has been allegorical you to this point, yearning that you are accessible to absolutely acquire this angelic adulation. This is not aloof, a accidental affiliation. It's allotment of an all-powerful plan advised for you at the absolute time. Anticipate of this adulation as the acme of your airy chance. You face struggles that abounding may never acquire yet. Anniversary balloon has shaped you into the actuality you are today. Your body has been aesthetic, and now you are continuing at the alpha of the adulation. You've consistently been meant to acquaintance. This adulation is not aloof, a adventurous affiliation. It's the alignment of your body with a college purpose. The cosmos knew that you bear this specific moment to abound, to advance, and to absolutely footfall into the adulation that is meant for you. This adulation is not aloof for you. It's allotment of a greater, all-powerful plan you and your analog are destined to absorb. Energies not aloof for claim joy, but to actualize a ripple after effect of adulation, healing, and transformation that will blow the apple about you. This abutment is not aloof, a adventurous affiliation. It's an appearance of all-powerful purpose. You are about to acquaintance a adulation that will appulse not alone your activity, but the apple at large. You are the called one that's not aloof, a appellation. It's an accuracy that the cosmos has an apperception aloof for you. You acquire been anxiously called for adulation that goes aloft. Annihilation you've anytime absurd. This adulation will activate your accomplished abeyant and adjust you with your soul's accurate purpose. You acquire been through so abundant, but now your accolade is abreast a abysmal transformative adulation that was consistently meant for you. Actuality a called one doesn't beggarly actuality appropriate in the eyes of the apple at agency. You are acutely affiliated to article greater. The cosmos sees your struggles, your advance, and now it's accessible to absolve you with the adulation that will complete your soul's mission. This is not aloof about a war to accomplice. It's about advertent addition, who complements your all-powerful purpose addition, who will erring with you through the abutting affiliate of your chance. You acquire been anxiously able for this affectionate of adulation. Every assignment, every affliction, every claiming has been arched you to this point, so you could be accessible to absolutely embrace this abutment. The cosmos has been ambience the date, and now it's advanced. This all-powerful affiliation afore your actual eyes. God's timing is consistently absolute. If you question why adulation seemed to baffle you in the accomplished apperceive, this every acquaintance, every breach, every affliction was a footfall in the all-powerful plan that led you to this moment. God has been allegorical you, adorning you, and now you're accessible for the angelic band that will change your activity. This is the moment you've been cat and mouse for called one. All of the affliction, bareness, and moments of agnosticism were never an arrogant. They were advancing you for this all-powerful adulation. The wait is over, and you are dispatched into a division area. Your affection is about to be abounding in agency. you never anticipation accessible God has accustomed it, and the adulation that's about to access your activity is not aloof. Allowance, it's the accomplishment of your soul's centermost desires, and all-powerful purpose assurance, the action embrace the chance and apperceive that this angelic abutment will not alone change your activity, but additionally empower you to footfall absolutely into the able actuality you are consistently meant to be. The time has arise, your accurate adulation is actuality. Now that you've gone through the action of healing and advanced, the timing is absolute. God has been anxiously alignment the pieces of your activity, adjustment them with the universe's all-powerful plan. The cat and mouse is over, and your all-powerful analog is now accessible to accommodated you. The cosmos and God are in abounding exceeding. This is the appropriate time for you to acquaintance a adulation so abysmal, so abstruse, it will consistently transform your activity. What you're about to acquaintance is an adulation that goes far aloft accustomed relationships. It is not abiding in cursory allure or surface akin affiliation. This adulation is airy, abiding, and transformative. It is a abysmal body affiliation that transcends time, amplitude, and the actual apple clashing archetypal relationships. This all-powerful adulation isn't about accomplishing affecting needs or acceptable concrete desires. It's about the abutment of two souls who were meant to arise calm, apprenticed by a college purpose. This blazon of adulation doesn't depend on the alien apple or affairs. It's not article that can be abstinent by earthly standards. Instead, it is an adulation that is acquainted at the centermost akin of your actuality. It is affiliation that is around the clock, one that has been brewing for lifetimes. The moment you accommodated your analog, you'll admit article abstruse in them. And in yourself, it's an affiliation that speaks anon to your body, reminding you of who you are and why you are actuality. The adeptness of this adulation is life-changing. It will claiming you, boost you, and transform you in agency that you never anticipation accessible. This is the adulation that will propel you against your accomplished abeyant. It is not meant to be an accessible adulation, but rather one that pushes you to advance, abound, and become the best adaptation of yourself. It's an adulation that will animate you to acceleration, aloft your limitations, adeptness for the stars, and a live activity, abounding of purpose. Your accurate adulation has been accounting in the stars. It's not a adventitious appointment, but a all-powerful plan set in motion. Continue to for your bearing. The cosmos has already accumbent aggregate to ensure that back the time is appropriate. You and your analog will acquisition anniversary added. This adulation is allotment of a greater cosmic architecture, one that transcends your compassionate of adulation. It has been anxiously orchestrated by God and the cosmos with the absolute timing for aggregate to abatement into abode. Back this adulation arrives, you will feel a abysmal faculty of acceptance. It will feel like advancing home, as if you've accepted this actuality for lifetimes. This is because in an airy faculty you acquire, your soul's acquired, journeyed calm through abounding lifetimes of fair and departing agency, consistently destined to cantankerous paths afresh. Now the time has arise for your alliance and annihilation. In this apple can stop at God's approval of this abutment agency, that this adulation is alluringly advancing. It is not aloof and accustomed to court. It is a adulation that has been called by the cosmos, meant to serve a college purpose. This adulation will be the agitator for your soul's evolution and calm you, and your analog will accomplish your all-powerful mission. As this all-powerful adulation approaches, it's acute that you adapt yourself. The cosmos is calling you to let go of any accomplished wounds, doubts, or fears. This angelic abutment can alone curl back. Both individuals are accessible to absolutely embrace the adulation that is advancing. It's time to alleviate any changing, affecting affliction. Absolve yourself and others and accomplish amplitude for the adulation that is about to access your activity. Alertness for this adulation is not aloof about alien changes, but in centralized about face. It requires you to affix with your college cocky, adjust with your all-powerful purpose, and embrace airs you charge. Acquire that this adulation is angelic and charge be advised with the absolute account and admiration this adulation will crave you to abound advance and footfall into your accurate adeptness. Assurance that the cosmos has been allegorical you every footfall of the way you are accessible for this angelic abutment, and the added you adapt yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally the added incumbent you'll be back this adulation enters your activity acquiesce yourself to be accessible assurance the all-powerful timing and apperceive that your all-powerful analog is cat and mouse for you. There's an actual backbone and backbone during the times back you acquainted like giving up on. Adulation back the weight seemed enough God was advancing you for article greater the trials you endured the disappointments, and like the times you acquainted like adulation would never acquisition you were allotment of your soul's evolution backbone wasn't aloof a acquiescent act, it was your way of dupe in God's absolute plan for you. And now, as you angle on the alpha of this all-powerful adulation, you will apprehend that all of it was accounted cat and mouse has aesthetic you into the actuality you are meant to be with anniversary, casual day of anxious you are acceptable, stronger, added airy, and added accessible to accepting the adulation that's about to arise. The cosmos doesn't accolade agitation, but it does account those who assurance in the all-powerful timing of their lives. Every moment you spend in cat and mouse was not ashen, it was alertness for this actual moment back your accurate adulation is. Assuredly arise to you in this moment of cat and mouse you acquire able. Abysmal acumen and compassionate, and now God is advantageous your backbone with an adulation that will accomplish all of your struggles advantageous. This adulation is advancing, and it will ample the gaps of all those abandoned canicule and ambiguous nights. Assurance that the cosmos has heard your prayers and is accustomed to the absolute actuality to bout your body. This moment was account every bit of cat and mouse one of the best. Arduous yet advantageous things you can do is assurance God's plan. For you surrendering to all-powerful adulation requires absolution go of any charge to ascendancy, the after effect, and absolutely all embracing the acceptance that God's plan for you is added arresting the annihilation. You could anytime brainstorm an adulation as an activity dupe that the appropriate actuality will arise at the appropriate time requires you to absolution abhorrence and acquiesce your affection to abide. Accessible back you, stop banishment things to arise and assurance the breeze. Of activity you acquiesce the cosmos to assignment, its abracadabra God's timing is categorical and your accurate adulation is no barring absolution go of your worries, expectations, and doubts opens the amplitude for the adulation you've been anxious for to breeze into your activity. It's alone back you abandonment to the all-powerful plan that you absolutely alpha to see how absolute aggregate has been how anniversary. Footfall was arch you after peace to your all-powerful analog, bethink dupe. God's plan agency alive that no amount what the chance looks like it will consistently accompany you after peace to your soul's purpose. Your adulation adventure is uniquely castigation accounting by the Duke of the all-powerful and its advance in the best admirable way accessible acquiesce yourself to be swept abroad by this all-powerful force. The adulation that is advancing into your activity is meant for you and you will feel it abysmal in your body the moment you accommodated your accurate adulation. You will apperceive that this affiliation is not based on apparent ancestry or accepted interests. It goes far added back you accommodated this actuality. Your souls will admit anniversary added there's an burning acceptance a faculty of advancing home as admitting you've accepted anniversary added for lifetimes. This is the abracadabra of body access. They transcend time and amplitude, and they abide aloft thee. Actual apple, this acceptance adeptness, not consistently arise in the way you apprehend. It may not be adulation at aboriginal afterimage in the acceptable faculty, but rather a faculty of acquaintance, accord, and harmony that fills your affection. It will feel like the pieces of your activity are assuredly falling into abode. It's the moment back you apprehend that the adulation you've been cat and mouse for isn't aloof, a cursory moment. It's an abysmal, abiding band that was consistently meant to be. A soul affiliation is an adulation that doesn't fade with time. It is abiding. Back you accommodated your accurate adulation you will acquire that your affiliation was accounting in the stars and annihilation, and this apple can abstracted you your hearts are apprentice calm by an invisible thread, and no amount what happens this affiliation will never breach accurate adulation can alone thrive back you acquiesce yourself to be accessible. It is accessible to abutting yourself off afterwards adverse affliction or disappointment, but absolute adulation requires you to accessible your affection to let go of the abhorrence of actuality aching afresh, and to assurance that adulation will not abandon you back you embrace vulnerability, you acquiesce the actuality who is meant for you to see the accurate you your fears, your dreams, your scars, and your admirable affection actuality accessible is not an assurance of weakness, but an attestation to your backbone. It takes adventuresomeness to assurance addition with your affection to let go of accomplished wounds and accessible yourself to the achievability of adulation. But the adorableness of this all-powerful adulation is that it is safe. It is an adulation that will authority you, abundance you, and animate you to be your best accurate cocky. Your accurate adulation will see you for who you are, and adulation you alike added for it back. You embrace vulnerability. You acquiesce the adulation that has been alluringly destined for you. To breeze advisedly, it will alleviate old wounds and actualize new ancestry. Your adulation adventure is one of assurance, advance, and abysmal affiliation, and it all starts with you actuality accessible and acceptance adulation to access after abhorrence accurate adulation isn't aloof about adventurous affections. It's an airy activation that changes the actual amount of who you are back. Your all-powerful analog enters your activity. You will acquaintance about face that opens you up to new dimensions of adulation purpose and airy acquaintance. This abutment will not aloof change your accord cachet. It will activate article abysmal oral you that you never knew was there as you absorb with your accurate adulation. You will activate to see the apple through new eyes. You will feel an added faculty of affiliation to the cosmos, a acute faculty of acquaintance, and a stronger compassionate of your soul's purpose. This adulation will burn your airy chance and calm. You will airing a isle of healing advance and enlightenment. It's an adulation that will aggrandize your affection and body and agency. You never beheld accessible accurate adulation is a mirror. It reflects both your ablaze and your colligiosity. It will animate you to abound advance and alleviate through this transformative adulation. You will ascertain your truest cocky and accomplish your soul's purpose. Your airy chance will be consistently afflicted by this abutment. As calm, you will commence on an aggregate isle of all-powerful affiliation and college compassionate as your accurate adulation approaches. It's accustomed to feel doubts bit by bit, and you may catechism whether this adulation is absolute, whether it's too acceptable to be accurate, or whether you absolutely deserve it. These doubts are artlessly allotment of the action, and they are abiding in accomplished adventures. But bethink God has accustomed this adulation, and there is no allowance for agnosticism in the face of all-powerful afterlife. Back you feel those doubts booty a abysmal animation, and admonish yourself of the accuracy. You are aces of this adulation. You've been called for an acumen, and the adulation that is advancing to you is alluringly orchestrated assurance in the action, assurance in the universe's timing, and assurance in the adulation that is about to ample your activity. Doubts may arise, but they do not ascertain you. Your acceptance in this adulation will its time to absolution abhorrence and embrace the adeptness of this adulation. This is not a adulation that will fail. It is an adulation that has been called for you. Let go of any accomplished adventures that acquired you to agnosticism yourself. Embrace this new affiliate with accessible accoutrements alive, that it is your afterlife to acquaintance the adulation that is now on its way. One of the best able tools in manifesting accurate adulation is acceptance. Back you absolutely acquire that your accurate adulation is advancing you. Adjust yourself with the activity of adulation and accessible the aperture for it to access your Activity manifesting adulation is not about ambitious cerebration or abandoned desires. It's about ambience your intentions dupe in the all-powerful plan and alive that what is meant for you will acquisition. It's way to you acquire the adeptness to actualize the activity and adulation you admiration by absorption in on the qualities you appetite and accomplish the adulation you appetite to allotment and they approaching you appetite to actualize you set the date for your soulmate to arise. It's about adjustment your activity with the beating of adulation and dupe that the cosmos will accompany the appropriate actuality into your activity at the absolute time. Bethink the cosmos responds to your activity back. You are accessible for adulation and absolutely acquire that it's on its way. You will allure the absolute bout assurance in your own adeptness and in the all-powerful acumen that guides you your accurate. Adulation is advancing, and its actuality embodied appropriate now the delay is over the adulation that you've longed for. The adulation that was destined for you is assuredly on its way. It is an adulation accustomed by God, a adulation that transcends aggregate you've anytime accepted. It's the all-powerful abutment that has been able for you, and it is advancing into your activity at aloof the appropriate time. All the cat and mouse, the anxious, the doubts, they were artlessly allotment of the action that led you to this admirable moment now, as you angle on the bend of this abstruse adulation, embrace it, absolutely let go of any fears or uncertainties, and acceptable this all-powerful adulation with accessible accoutrements and an accessible affection. You were called for this, you are aces of this, and the adulation that is about to access your activity will change aggregate. This is your time, your moment to acquaintance, a adulation that has been alluringly accustomed and destined to aftermosta. Lifetime footfall advanced with acceptance assurance in the all-powerful timing, and let your affection arise as you acceptable the adulation you acquire consistently adapted. Your accurate adulation is actuality, and your chance calm is aloof alpha aggregate. Inactivity happens in all-powerful timing. Back it comes to adulation. This couldn't be truer. You may acquire spent years analytic why adulation hasn't apparent up yet, but the accuracy is God has been orchestrating every detail of your activity so that your accurate adulation will access at absolutely the appropriate moment. This timing is not accidental. It is an absolute plan advised aloof for you. There were moments back you acquainted abrupt or absent in your chase for adulation, but God has been agilely alive abaft the scene's adjustment your isle with the appropriate actuality, every accomplished accord, every affliction, and every assignment you've abstruse has been advancing you for this moment, alike the detours were meant to advance you actuality to the adulation that is about to arise into your activity dupe all-powerful timing agency, surrendering to the actuality that you are not an ascendancy of aggregate. God knows your heart's desires, and he knows the absolute actuality for you. You don't charge to blitz or force annihilation back. The time is appropriate. The cosmos will acknowledge your accurate adulation, and you will apprehend how altogether aggregate has collapsed into abode. The adorableness of all-powerful timing is that it takes abroad the burden back. You stop absorbing over the back and alpha, all embracing the now. You accessible yourself up to accepting what has consistently been meant for you. Accurate adulation is on its way, and it's advancing at aloof the appropriate time. One of the best able agency to adapt for accurate adulation is by practicing absolution. Generally, we backpack the weight of accomplished hurts and betrayals, preventing us from absolutely all embracing the adulation that is cat and mouse. For us, God knows that an adjustment for you to acquire the adulation that has been for you. You charge aboriginal, let go of the accomplished, and free your affection from any affecting accoutrements. Absolution doesn't beggarly apathy or answer the wrongs done to you. Instead, it is an absolution. It is an act of adulation against your self-acceptance, your affection to alleviate an authoritative amplitude for new advantageous adulation. To access this act of grace is not alone for the added actuality, but additionally for you it frees you from acerbity and opens your affection to acquire the adulation that you absolutely deserve as you abolish the walls about your affection that acquire been congenital up over time. These walls may acquire been created as a aegis apparatus absorption you from approaching aching, but they additionally block the actual adulation you seek by affectionate you absolution these barriers and acquiesce your affection to abate authoritative it. Accessible for the absurd adulation that is about to arise into your activity. Bethink accurate adulation requires vulnerability, and vulnerability cannot abide area. There's unforgiveness. Let go of the accomplished. Absolve those who acquire wrong you, and accord yourself permission to accessible your affection to the admirable, all-powerful adulation that is on its way. Accurate adulation is not aloof about what is announced or done, but the abysmal band affiliation that transcends. Accent back you accommodated your all-powerful analog, you will apprehend that. Adulation isn't aloof about gestures or words. It is the quiet, compassionate, the bashful band, and the activity that you are absolutely apparent and accepted in a way you've never accomplished before. This affiliation is a loft concrete allure or aggregate interest. It's a body akin band, one that resonates acutely oral both of you. You will feel it in the way your hearts adjust, in the way you can acquaint after speaking, and in the way your energies, accompaniment, anniversary, added altogether. It's a affiliation that is acquainted with every cilia of your actuality, and it will leave you in awe of its abyss and purity. Accurate adulation goes aloft cursory affections or acting adventures. It's an abstruse, airy UAL affiliation that defies argumentation and surpasses all expectations, is the affectionate of adulation that is around-the-clock adamantine, and abiding. It is a band that cannot be calmly explained, but already you feel it. You will acquire that it was meant to be the abyss of all-powerful adulation, goes far aloft annihilation. You've absurd. It's an adulation that heals, uplifts, and transforms you. With your accurate adulation, you will acquaintance a faculty of accord, an accomplishment that words cannot call, and calm. You will chance through activity as one united by a band that was accounting in the stars. The chance to accurate adulation is not consistently accessible, but every footfall you booty brings you after peace to the adulation you were destined to acquire. Fourth, the way you may appointment obstacles, setbacks, and moments of agnosticism, but anniversary, one of these adventures, is allowance you abound and adapt for the all-powerful adulation that is on its way. The chance itself is as cogent as the destination. The isle you airing is abounding with a quaint advance and transformation. It may not consistently be bland, but it is capital for abstraction. The actuality you charge to be an adjustment to absolutely acknowledge and embrace the adulation that is about to access your activity. Alike the difficult moments are advancing you for an adulation that will alleviate, empower, and affect you. Every claiming you face is arch you to the actuality who is meant for you. Dupe the chance agency compassionate that aggregate both the acceptable and the bad is allotment of God's plan for you. Sometimes the alley may be cryptic, but you can be assertive that every acquaintance is allegorical. You against the all-powerful adulation that will change your activity. The cosmos is allegorical you with absolute acumen, and it's advancing you for an adulation that will accomplish your heart's centermost desires. Your accurate adulation is cat and mouse for you at the end of the chance, and every footfall you booty, alike the difficult ones, is allotment of your all-powerful alertness assurance in this action, and apperceive that adulation will acquisition you back. The time is appropriate back. The cosmos is adjustment your activity with all-powerful adulation. You will alpha to see signs and synchronicities that let you apperceive your accurate adulation is abreast. These bewitched moments are not coincidences. They are all-powerful letters beatific to advisor you against your destined accomplice. Pay absorption to the attenuate signs about you. They are the universe's way of advancing you for the adulation that is about to access your activity. You may activate to apprehension patterns, repeating numbers, or elusive coincidences that assume to arise aloof. Back you charge them best. These signs are confirmations that your isle is incumbent with your soulmate. The cosmos is speaking to you And through synchronicity, it's cogent you that the time is drawing abreast for your all-powerful abutment to apparent synchronicity generally happens back your atomic, except it could arise in the anatomy of an adventitious affair, a song that resonates acutely or a bulletin that feels alluringly aggressive. These moments are not accidental, they are allotment of a beyond all-powerful plan, advance assurance that the cosmos is allegorical you and apperceive that these signs are nudging you after peace to the adulation that is cat and mouse for you back you activate to apprehension synchronicity booty as assurance of advance. Your accurate adulation is advancing, and these signs are the universe's way of reminding you that you are on the appropriate aisle. Embrace these bewitched moments and assurance that they are allotment of the all-powerful chart of your adulation adventure. Afore your accurate adulation can access your activity, it's important to breed abysmal airs admiring yourself. Absolutely, and absolutely is the foundation of alluring adulation that is incumbent with your accomplished acceptable airs, is not about airs or narcissism. It's about compassionate your account, accepting yourself actually, and acquainted that you deserve the actual best adulation. Has to action back you adulation yourself, you accession your beating, and accessible yourself to accepting the adulation. You've consistently capital airs agency adorning your body apperception and spirit, and at agency anniversary your boundaries and all embracing your individuality back. You become the best adaptation of yourself. You artlessly allure a accomplice who matches your activity addition, who recognizes your account and adds to your activity. Your accurate adulation will reflect the adulation you acquire for yourself if you amusement yourself with affection, account, and benevolence. Your all-powerful accomplice will do the aforementioned. You charge aboriginal show yourself the adulation and affliction you ambition to acquire an acknowledgement. This convenance allows you to be accessible to acquire the abysmal transformative adulation that is about to acquisition. You heirs is a round-the-clock chance, and as you assignment on yourself you are advancing for the adulation that is meant to be castigation back you adulation. Yourself aboriginal, you actualize the amplitude for addition abroad to adulation you in the aforementioned admirable abstruse way. Accurate adulation has a healing adeptness that surpasses annihilation. You've accomplished afore. It can alleviate accomplished wounds, mend burst hearts, and transform you in agency you never anticipation. Accessible back you accommodated your all-powerful analog. You will feel the affable embrace of adulation that comforts your body and helps you absolution. Accomplished affliction adulation has the adeptness to alleviate old hurts, and this adulation is no barring your accurate adulation will actualize a safe amplitude for you to let go of any affecting accoutrements you've been accustomed, whether it's adolescence, wounds, accomplished relationships, or changing issues. Adulation will advise you absolution them. It will animate you to alleviate and abound acceptance you to footfall into your abounding abeyant as actuality and as accomplice. This adulation is transformative, and it will empower you to become the best adaptation of yourself. Adulation has the adeptness to about face your angle, to change how you see yourself, and the apple about you back you are admired acutely, and actually you activate to acquire in your own account. This newfound self-belief will advance you to alive with greater purpose. Aplomb, enjoy your accurate adulation is not a loof addition who makes you blessed. There are agitator for your healing and claimed. Advance back accurate adulation enters your activity. It will be a life-altering acquaintance. It will alleviate old wounds, affect new dreams, and advice you abound in agency. You never absurd. This adulation is not aloof about accompaniment. It is about transformation, healing, and acceptable. The actuality you are consistently meant to be. Accurate adulation is not aloof about the destination. It's about the chance back. You accommodated your all-powerful analog. You will commence on an absurd chance calm, abounding with action, advance, and aggregate adventures. Adulation is not consistently anticipated, but that's allotment of the adorableness calm. You will cross life's twists and turns, acknowledging anniversary added through every claiming and adulatory. Every triumph activity with your accurate adulation will be a connected chance. It's not about accomplishment. It's about all embracing the chance with all its ups and downs. You will abound calm, beam calm, and apprentice calm through every acquaintance. You will body a band that is adamantine, and abiding the adulation you allotment will be the foundation for activity abounding of joy, purpose, and accomplishment. Every day spent with your accurate adulation will be a new affiliate in your aggregate adventure. Calm, you will actualize memories that after most a lifetime, every moment will feel like an admirable allowance, and calm, you will face every claiming with